Díobh Corja, tá sé for imagine. Very windy out there this morning. I have my leg here on the lathe, and that is a caster that was on the old table. And we're missing a caster, so we're going to improvise. And I have a little technique here where I want to add on a new piece of leg onto the old leg, and it'll look like that there. So I've them turned down, and I have the original spigot then that's on the end of the leg here. So what we do is we turn that literally down into a dowel like that, so that the new guy will sit over it like so, and you'll get little bead. I just turn the bead there, and then the leg is extended on exactly the height of the actual caster, which in this case is 95 millimeters. So that's my way of solving that little problem of turning down like so. Again, this has to be perfectly proportioned to sit in with the leg and the line of it so that it'll look right when it's in situ. So I've turned that into a dowel, socket in that there, turned on the lathe, and that'll give us the extension on the leg. So that's my solution to that little issue. Now, today, this is the last leg, and when you turn them like this, they're always going to be off center, simply because it's very hard to get an original leg back on center again. You can't see all the lathe in the video clip here. So I've got to take that particular stub there, that particular spigot, I've got to take that down to 25 mil in this case. So I'll spin up my lathe there, and I'm just using the parting tool to do that for me. And I have a calipers. I have a caliper set here that I can check the diameter here down to 25. And I've only got a bare hold in the chuck there because of the length of the spigot, so I'd put some tape on it even there just to get the diameter up as well. Anyway, there's an old saying, where there's a will, there's a relative. So this is my method. Now it's slightly off center, ever so slightly. However, the person looking at it won't see it, so the eye doesn't pick it up, so I'll get away with it. So I'm just turning that down there now, and there we are, there's my diameter. And I can take down another little bit there. There's actually a little bit of an old screw sticking out there, I can see it, which will knock the edge off my parting tool very quickly. Anyway, I can see it there, so I can avoid it. The devil, there it is again. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. There's always one hiding in there somewhere. So I'll knock that off there, a dirty broken screw in there. And that was the thing with the casters on these. Because the tables were extending, the legs would be going in and out, and there was wicked pressure at that point on the leg, extreme pressure on them. And they might snag in a carpet or something like that, and the screws would break or pull out, and they just turn the wheel and put in new screws. And you see I made a load of holes in it there. Anyway, this is that's what I do, turn that down to a little spigot, and as you saw there, I have my new piece turned there, and I ended up that giving me the correct height then for the tabletop, or the table itself as it was originally. This is my last time using this lathe. I have this lathe for quite a number of years. It's a record 48 inch. It stood me in good stead for quite some number of years. So this is my very last time using this particular lathe. I've a new version coming in. I bought myself a Christmas present, so I have another lathe on the way down, and that's going to be another day's work to try and shift it in here. Anyway, Mahoa Spake, and good on you for looking. Hope you're all looking forward to Christmas. It's nice to get into this time of the year. I always slow down a little bit at this time of the year. And listen, feckin' Chiv Galoo, we'll see you soon. It's Tug the Buggy. Take it easy. Slán go fóill. Bye for now.